Welcome back. Now we're going to talk about obesity. 2 out of 3 Hamilton County residents or Hamilton County adults are obese. That's not a good figure, 2 out of 3. We're going to talk about obesity and how to perhaps solve that problem. Dr. Chris Sanborn, who's the Medical Director of Bariatric Surgery at Erlanger, is with us, along with Kristy Brewer, exercise physiologist. That one always throws me off. Thank y'all for being here today. 2 out of 3 are obese.
2 out of 3, and that's from 2007 statistics, so it's probably a little higher now. Let me go back and correct it. It's 2 out of 3 are overweight.
Oh,
2 out of 3 are overweight. And obesity is just another level of being overweight.
Yeah, what is obese to be?
Typically, we talk about 100 pounds overweight would get us into the range of the morbidly obese. Okay. The BMI is going to be over 30 for obesity. When we talk about people who are morbidly obese, a BMI of 35 to 40, it's going to be about 5 to 10%. So it's still a high number.
What's the first thing you tell someone if they come to you?
Well, first thing I tell them is that, you know, the surgery, when we talk about surgery, it's more of the last resort type thing. You need to try other things. We talk about diet and exercise, and that's one of the things we'll talk about a little bit here today, the approach to the diet and exercise, but it doesn't work in and of itself a lot of times, and that's why we have the surgery as a tool for it. But for some people, it's going to. And the closer you are to just being overweight than being obese, the more likely it is to work for you. And there's a lot of people out there, and that's why I like to talk about that as well. Yeah. But we want to make sure they've exhausted those options before we. Yeah. And surgery is a little bit more of a drastic step when it comes to that. So
try to
make
avoid
sure
that.
We've done whatever else we can.
What are some of the things you do?
Well, at the Chattanooga Lifestyle Center, we will set people up on an exercise program. What I do, I will evaluate the patient, the patient that wants to lose weight, evaluate their history, their exercise history. We'll look over any limitations that they may have to exercise, and then we'll set goals together, and then I'll develop an exercise program to meet those goals.
Do the majority of people say, oh, I just kind of take it easy and sit and watch and nibble and this, that, and the other? Or are there medical reasons that could cause someone to be, you know, 20 or 30 or 40 pounds overweight?
Well, there's medical reasons, but the biggest thing is that our biology. You know, we talked about the last time I was here about that set point, and the brain has a set point for weight, and that when we eat less than that, it makes us hungry and want to eat more. So there's other things driving, but there's psychological factors that are involved. There's environmental. I mean, we think about how we celebrate every birthday, every job promotion, everything else. We reward ourselves with food. There's physiology, hormones, things like that. So there's a lot of different causes, and that's why when you go to working on a diet and exercise plan, you got to take all those into account, and that's why team approach helps.
Yeah, yeah. And we've just been through a kind of a bad time of the year as far as that's concerned, because you have Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, where you indulge a little too much.
Right, right, and that, again, it's part of that reward, and it's part of our culture to do that, so it's not helping us as much.
And one thing that's unique about the Lifestyle Center is we do have that multidisciplinary approach, where a person's going to come to us and they're going to get the emotional support that they need with our psychologist. They're going to get the nutritional support by seeing a dietitian, medical support with our registered nurse, and they're going to get the exercise support with the exercise physiologist.
Is it more important, Kristy, how much you eat or eating the proper foods?
It's important with both. I mean, you want to eat healthy for cardiovascular health, and you want to do small portion sizes too if you're trying to lose weight. So both are important.
Okay, what are some of the things you try to for cardiovascular health? What are some of the things a person needs to include in their diet?
We want a low-fat diet, low-sodium diet. Things like that are really important to look at.
For everybody.
And of course, exercise.
Yeah. Do you have children that have the same problem as adults?
Well, we're seeing this problem become a bigger and bigger problem in children nowadays. And there are some centers that are actually starting to offer surgery for adolescents and things. We're not doing that around here. It requires a whole different set of support for those patients. But we're seeing that more and more. And you just see the president's wife has kind of taken this on as one of her causes, is trying to prevent that childhood obesity. And that's really going to be our best way if we can actually prevent it. Because treating it, obviously, is pretty hard.
Oh, gosh, yeah. And here's the phone number. You see it on the screen, 778-9400, right? 778-9400, located 325 Market Street on the other side or the end of the sports bar.
That's correct.
Good deal. Thank y'all.
Right.
Appreciate it very much. Now let's join Mr. Food in the Kitchen, see what he's doing with oatmeal bars.